the time. How do you balance it all? Let me tell you guys, all right? The word balance, completely get it out of your vocabulary. Get ready to write this down. Ready? Balance, dash. There is no such thing. All right? Repeat after me, all right? There is no such thing as balance.
There is no such thing as balance.
Okay, let's say it again like you really believe it. There's no such thing as balance. Guys, I'm telling you, you are going to drive yourself absolutely insane. If you are running after and trying to compartmentalize and have everything have its perfect place in your life, it is impossible to be a successful entrepreneur and have a perfectly balanced life. Any kind of entrepreneur, especially not an entrepreneur when your business is dealing with people. All right? Human beings are human beings. Life happens for you. Things come up. Things are going to come up for them, right? 90% of our industry works this business part-time. How many of you guys are part-time in the room? Right? That's about 75% of the room, right? 75% of the room in here are part-time, spare-time builders, okay? I've been there before. I'll tell you guys, what you have to do is not become obsessed with time management. This is really important. Get really good with priority management. You've got to not manage your time, but manage your priorities. Does that make sense? Because see guys, I'm a perfectionist too. I'm speaking to all those perfectionist type A's out there, right? We'll drive ourselves absolutely crazy. Nick calls it the plate spinners. When you're always spinning the plates like the guy in the circus. You know, you got one here, and you got one here, you got like one on your knee, and you're just trying to make sure they don't all drop. You can't do that, especially not in this business. You got to decide what rank it is that you want to hit, where you want to go, what dream you want to fulfill for yourself and your family, and then you got to go and decide in your team who's got to hit their goal, right, for you to get there. And then you got to go move in with those people, and you have to run them. It took me 3.5 years before I could run someone from my house versus being in theirs. Get in the car, get on the road, do whatever you have to do to spend those last couple of days every single month running someone, working with them, getting them across the finish line no matter what. And you have to get organized, right? When Nick and I first started dating, I remember, I'm just a happy person. Those of you who know me, I'm just happy. It's really hard to get me upset about stuff because I'm just happy. I just sort of let things roll off my back. I've always been really good at that, right? A lot of people call that emotional intelligence. I don't let things get to me that much, you know? But I will tell you that because I'm like that, I was also a little bit of a floater. Anybody in here admit that they sort of float through life? It's like, la la la, floating, floating, life is happy, life is good, right? And in order to go from ambassador, right, to global ambassador, I had to get really organized. And that is not my strength, that is not my comfort zone. So you've got to get out of your comfort zone. If you're staying in your little box right now, guys, you're not going to get to where you want to go unless you get really uncomfortable. And you got to try and get a little bit better at those things that you're not really good at. And one of those things that you have to be good at is organization. Especially for those of us in this room who have families. We know what it's like, right? They got to be here then. They need a meal this time. But you got to make the call. I literally was doing a huge Skype group challenge party closeout when Gia was about 6 or 7 months old. I think it was Valentine's. I had just gone upstairs. I was like, oh, I'm not with my husband. It's Valentine's. We're going to dinner. Had on this perfect little red dress that I just couldn't wait to put on. And I grabbed Gia. I was holding her because she's at that stage where if mom is not holding her, like the world is breaking down. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I had her on my hip, was closing out a challenge party through Skype in a huge market with like 100-something people in the room. And literally while I was closing it out, I'm like, oh my God. Gia literally pooped through her diaper, right? Leaked out the diaper. It was going down my dress I was so excited to wear for Valentine's with my husband, okay? marked. Moms, you've all been pooped on. Don't act like you haven't been pooped on. If you haven't, ladies in this room, if you have kids one day, you will get the luxury. And just remember, you know, trying to stay focused, and just at the end of the day, here's the advice I'll give to you. What do you want your legacy to be? You've got to figure out, and you got to be able to empathize and put yourself in the future you. When you're on your deathbed and you're looking back and you're saying, what do I want people to remember me for? And I want to first say that if you want to just be remembered as a great, excellent mother who was just the most amazing mother in the world, good for you. There is nothing wrong with that. But that's not my dream. And I believe that a lot of the women that are attracted to this company, they want both. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you can have it all. Amen. If we can't have it all, then who can? Because we're out there helping people. We're out there changing people's lives. And I want to look back and I want to say, I was a great mother, but I also changed thousands and thousands of people's lives forever for what I did with every hour. And what will they say about you on your deathbed? Life is short, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to decide what you want it to look like at the end, looking back. I hope and pray that you get organized and you quit feeling that guilt. Let go of the guilt, moms. I know how hard it is. Let go of the guilt. What kind of mother do you really want to be for your kids? Not just a great mother, a mother that changed people's lives. And you can do that, and you will do that. You got to make that decision today. So, I know we've got about 10 minutes here. I am so honored because this is a perfect transition talking about mothers. This woman that I'm going to bring up next to share her personal testimony, the next 3 women you're going to hear from, by the way, are all future 5-star ambassadors, no doubt about it. They're in massive momentum. We crunched the numbers, guys, and these 3 names popped up above and beyond any other women in this company. I cannot wait for you to hear from them. But my point is, she was 37 weeks pregnant when she hit ambassador. 37 challenge parties with a whole crew of people. Who's going to tell a pregnant lady no? Smart, good timing. She is, really one of the women and the people in this company that's personally responsible for helping us launch Puerto Rico and bringing on a lot of our Latina and Latinos here to buy that have absolutely changed our culture for the better. She's got 4 kids. She's made $150,000 in cumulative earnings. She's pretty much, I look at it like still brand new to the company. She is a Texas native. Thanks. Ladies, please give a huge round of applause to my friend and 1-star ambassador, Jessica Campos.
Woo! Yeah, Jess.
Especially because we really like to empower women, and definitely we need to get empowered ourselves. I had notes, but actually the 3 of you took everything pretty much. So I'm just gonna quickly share my story. I'm an attorney, that's my background, and I practiced law for about 10 years before I was introduced to this industry. And you might be asking, like, why an attorney will be picking like this industry? Well, I'll tell you why. There are a few things that actually are related to what I was doing. First of all, is helping people solving problems. And I found also that my first 10 years of my career took away so much time from my oldest daughter. She's now going to be 15. Then now I remarried and I start my other journey of building a family. And I have 3 kids. They are like 5, 3, and the 10-month-old baby, which was the one that was born like a few weeks after I hit ambassador. So, once I decided that I needed to really find what exactly I wanted to do for the rest of my life, I really found that just exactly what you said, Ashley. It's like, what do we want to do for our kids, and what legacy I really wanted to build. So I really was introduced to this industry. It couldn't have been to the perfect moment at that time because I was working as a real estate attorney, and that was in 2008. And we all know what happened between 2008 and 2009. That industry really got down. So I had to really push myself to find a way to make some money, stay at home, and really see my kids, because I just felt that I lost so many moments from my oldest daughter, and I didn't really want to do the same thing with these other kids. At that time, I told my husband I think we're going to have only one, and we ended up 3. Which, you know, it happens after you get really fit, you get pregnant, you get fit and back in shape again, and you get pregnant. This time, he's there somewhere, and we said no more. So, one of the things that I really do, and I really recommend you, especially because we really want to do multitasking, we do social media, and that's one thing that I really do, and it's really fascinating how I have recruited about 125 promoters personally, just using Facebook. So I would say, if maybe this is not something for every single one of you, but maybe you're good in taking pictures, you like to be in Facebook, you like to socialize, maybe you're even going far and then you take videos and things like that. So I found that when you are transparent, when you're unique, people are going to follow you. And to recruit, don't think that you're recruiting, just think that you're really bringing someone an opportunity to get prosperity in their life. And that's the way I see it. So when I'm posting, when I'm making a video, I'm talking to you. I'm not saying, hi everybody, this is Jessica from blah, 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 blah. No, it's, I really want to talk to somebody, because when someone is watching my video and they really say that, like they say, you talked to me in that video. And they don't realize that maybe 10 people felt the same way. So that really helped me, and that's one of the tips that I really want to share with you. And one thing that, following up with that, know time and organize, because definitely having 4 kids, some of them are in school, some of them are at home. So I really do a lot of phone and texting. Thanks God for the headsets. And I think actually if one of you can think of an event that we can just hang the phone here, because oh yeah, she got it. Yeah, definitely we put the phone, and then we have hands-free, so we do our things. And if you are still struggling with time management, I would say, and this is from my skills as an attorney, I used to bill by hour. So I'm used to track whatever I do. So getting the challenge to track everything that you do, because sometimes you say, I mean, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but then you realize how much time you are really investing in something. So get into a challenge. Let's commit to get into the 21 days habit of tracking everything that you do, so you will find time, and you will find some sort of like buckets that you can fill with more productive time, and always focusing on income generating activities more so. So one thing that I would say also, like just invest in people, invest in the relationships. Then again, use the technology to do that. Like get into hangouts more, get to know people, get to know them, get into conversations, cut in the drama, and that will really cut your time and speed your success. And hopefully you can definitely get a lot of things from this training, because you are in a great place, in a great moment, and I'm so excited to be here.
Guys, I just want to say one thing before I introduce the next women. You know, they always refer us as the